Hello, welcome to the Cargill Community Kitchen. My name is Meryl Fury, host of Plant Curious. Today we are making one of my friend Raina's favorite desserts. We're making tiramisu. Now, plant-based eating goes a range, it spans a range from the very simple sort of hearty peasant fare to the really refined and elegant gastronomic gourmet stuff. Today we're doing something more on the refined end, tiramisu. Tiramisu is an Italian dessert. The name actually means pick me up or lift me up. It's generally made with, in the traditional fashion, it's made with milk and eggs and mascarpone cream. Very elegant. You'll just want to dive into this one when you get it. We're making it with cashews, oat milk, and coconut cream. You're gonna love this recipe. Let's get started. First, we've already made what would be lady fingers in a traditional recipe. We've made them from a vanilla cake, all right? And they're sliced in strips. By the way, because this is such a more elegant recipe, I have to use my cheat sheet. I generally can do this from memory or blind, but today this takes a little bit more attention. Like I said, we have our lady fingers, which we made from vanilla cake recipe, and we slice them into strips. Lady fingers are generally very dry or brittle. They can actually be quite spongy too. So these are more on the dry end. We're gonna start by making the cream. We will put the oat milk into the blender. Our sweetener, which is maple syrup today. Some vanilla extract. And cashews. These cashews have been soaked in water so that they're very soft. They're raw cashews. Very soft, I'll show you. You can literally mash them with your fingers. This is what we'll use to make the cream. We need to blend this till smooth. That is the cream layer. Then we also need a coffee layer. So we have espresso and a little bit of chocolate liqueur. Traditional recipe calls for coffee liqueur. We're using chocolate today just because we can. We'll stir that together. All right. Now into the cashews that we just blended, we're going to add coconut milk mixture so that we have like a nice creamy, light, fluffy cream layer that we'll be able to put on top of the lady fingers. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put the lady fingers into the dish. This makes a hefty 9 by 12 baking dish. With the ladyfingers cut like this, it allows the coffee liqueur and espresso, or in our case, chocolate liqueur and espresso, to sort of permeate the ladyfingers. Oops. Okay. All right. All right. Now we're going to mix the coconut milk into the cashews. Okay. I need a little bit bigger bowl though, because we don't really want to overmix it. Get this out of the way. One of the episodes, we'll be talking about tools for your kitchen. One of the things I can't live without is a nice variety of silicone spatulas so that you can scrape and get all of your ingredients out of whatever kind of pan or container they're in. Some of the ingredients can be expensive, like cashews are at a premium these days, and you don't really want to leave any behind. You want to get as much of it out as you can. For the sake of our purposes, I'm going to do the best I can and not go at it for too long. All right, now we will fold in the coconut. So tiramisu is usually a 2-layer type recipe, 2-layer cake. And once you bake the ladyfingers, there's no more baking that happens. I'm not going to use all of this, I think. Just do that. All right, we're ready to assemble it. Okay, take the espresso. And spoon that over the ladyfingers. Probably pour more than spoon. And you pour over about half of what you have available. Half your amount. And then put on the cream mixture. These ladyfingers I actually made gluten-free, just because we can. So if you have anybody who's got Crohn's disease or celiac disease, or who is gluten intolerant in some way, this can be a dessert that they can enjoy. And we'll save half of that. A little messy. Put on another layer of ladyfingers. So this Being Plant Curious is, in my opinion, an adventure, you know? We're not raised to really eat a lot of vegetables and fruits, not in this country anyway. So when you start getting interested in eating more plants and fruits and vegetables, whole grains, beans, legumes, people, maybe your family members, might wonder, what is up with you? Why are you doing that? But it really is an adventure. It's a way of experiencing the world in a different way. You see different flavors and textures and color combinations, stuff that you wouldn't normally have a chance to try. So we'll leave it about like that. Okay, and now we'll put on the rest of the espresso. Now, once we get this all assembled, it needs to sit for just a little bit. My mom used to say, let it get to know itself. And then we put the next layer of cream, which I think we can just pour on like this. Now, if you use a coconut cream that's stiffer, your cream layer will be stiffer. Traditional tiramisu is, the cream layer is made from cheese, so it is a bit firmer, still soft. Mascarpone is kind of like ricotta or like a cottage cheese, only finer texture. So it's a little bit soft, but it's also a little bit firm. So if you used 100% coconut cream and just used the cream, you would have something closer to that stiffer texture. And again, I'm going to scrape it all out, because I really don't like leaving cashews in the bowl, to get washed down the drain. That's a tremendous waste. All right, we got this, we got that, and now, we're gonna dress it up. So this is cocoa powder, oops, and we'll just shake that over the top. All right, we are back. Our tiramisu has been sitting in the refrigerator and setting up for a couple hours now. It's time to check it out. This dish is about a 9 by 12. It could easily feed probably 10 to 12 people. We're just gonna cut out a chunk. Takes a little bit of finesse to get that out. Except for my fingerprint, it looks really good. So this is the kind of dessert that you pull out and you serve your pickiest guests. They will want to crawl in between those layers of the ladyfingers and just stay there a while. So good, so rich. Yum, beautiful. I hope you make this one at home. I hope you enjoy it when you make it. This is Meryl Fury, Plant Curious. Comment below. Let me know how yours goes. We'll see you next time.